Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. We're here in Massachusetts. Today is Saturday, June 26, 2021. Or if you're in Australia and New Zealand, you could be listening to this on Sunday, June 27th. The moon today starts in Capricorn and shifts into Aquarius at 10:10 a.m. on the east coast of the U.S. Capricorn moon's been in Capricorn for a couple of days. We've been working really hard, trying to structure our lives, trying to utilize all our resources to the best of our ability, working towards actually humanitarian endeavor, because the ruling planet of Capricorn, Saturn, is in Aquarius, which is that kind of energy. So once the moon moves into Aquarius, that working for the common good continues, of course, because Aquarius is that energy of humanitarianism, and also an energy of friendship and amity. I think that's the word. And so this will be a good weekend to hang out with friends, with people of like mind. This is a great weekend to do some brainstorming. We certainly have a lot of things that we need to work on, and many of them require out-of-the-box ideas in order to actually have them be workable. You know, the old ways, in some cases, are good ways, but that's, I think, less and less common as we become more enlightened, more aware, more informed, and then also a willingness to be informed. When things are okay, a lot of people just sort of say, well, things are okay. I'm not going to upset the apple cart. But things haven't been okay for a long time, and most of the apple carts find themselves on their side with the apples rolling out. And we need to figure out how to navigate this sort of new world that we find ourselves in. And part of that will have to do with being open to new ideas, different ways of looking at things, being open to technologies, and yet being aware that we can't let technology, also be aware that we cannot let technology take over our lives, because that's not good either. This is about human to human contact, folks. Whether we like it or not, we're going to have to start to relate to each other, human to human, not race to race, not country to country, not political leanings to political leanings. We're all in this together. We're all in this human soup that we have created along with the earth. And we have to take care of humanity, and we have to take care of the earth, right? Here's the Stelladoras, and here are the black raspberries I was telling you about. Now, as you can, well, maybe you can't see, but there are some missing. And my guess is that there's some little bird full of black raspberries in his belly. Not that I can blame him. They are delicious. Okay. So today, once the moon, so the moon makes a conjunction to Pluto, as it does every time the moon is in Capricorn. That occurred like 3:30 in the morning. And we also this morning have an opposition between the moon in Capricorn and Venus in Cancer. Remember, Venus is just coming off of that opposition to Pluto, so she's still sort of vibrating with that. And of course, Pluto is a sign of destruction, and sort of going in there and finding where the weak spots are in the structure of things. And opposite Venus in Cancer, it is, we can see that in the tragedy that sort of happened in Florida. Was the structure, and it was by the ocean, and Venus is in Cancer, which is the ocean. So is it the structure? Was there a problem with the cement? Did the rebar suddenly rot away because of the salt water? all kinds of things, all kinds of actually infrastructure questions, right? And there was also a collapse of a pedestrian bridge in the capital, Washington, D.C. So we are going to be seeing a lot of this because we do need to deal with our infrastructure. And it's not just our infrastructure in the country, but it could be also our own infrastructure, right? Our personal infrastructure. What no longer supports you? What do you need to transform? What do you need to redo, perhaps? All questions. And of course, with Venus there, we're talking about our values and what's important to us. And unfortunately, for many families, they've probably lost their loved ones to this tragedy. And it is a tragedy, but then you look at the kind of things that happened in Syria and in Gaza and in different places where there are wars going on, where this is an everyday occurrence. You know, buildings collapse, people get squashed, and nobody looks to them because they're in a war zone. So, we're getting a little taste of perhaps, walking in our neighbor's moccasins here, and it doesn't feel good. And so we have to, our lives are no more valuable than the lives of the people in these war-torn countries. All human life is precious. We're all valuable, and we have to start acting like that. How very Aquarian of me to say that. And of course, the moon's in Aquarius. And we do have an inconjunct today between the sun, which is in Cancer, and the moon, which is in Aquarius. The sun in Cancer can be very, excuse me, highly subjective and security-minded. Aquarius moon tends to be a little bit more humanitarian and, looking at the bigger picture. And those two things don't always match up. Aquarius tends to be much more freedom-oriented, where anyone who knows a Cancer knows that, they can be a little less freedom-oriented and a little bit more controlling. And I can say that because I am a Cancer and I've done it myself, and I recognize it in me because you don't want to lose what you love. You don't want to lose what you love. I mean, who does, right? Who does? All right, guys. Well, that's what I want to say for today. Have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. I have just put out my first group of tarot scopes for July 2021. I am a July baby. I'm born on July 3rd. So July, I'm starting a new cycle. I'm actually moving into a Capricorn. a 15-6 Capricorn devil year on my birthday. So work. And my first foray into tarot scopes. Thank you, Marianne, for suggesting it to me. All right, guys, have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. Much love. And I will see you again tomorrow. I'll just walk over this way. We still have some junk in the yard that the metal guy is supposed to pick up. But so far, I haven't seen him. All right. I'm just going to walk right up to here because it's a pretty thing to end up on. Much love. Namaste.